Hello all, my name is Krishna and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this particular video, we'll be discussing about how to create pipelines in SKlearn by using Scikit-learn itself. So pipelines can be very, very handy whenever you're implementing a project. The reason is that in most of the projects that you implement, you do a lot of feature engineering, feature data pre-processing, you do feature scaling, all the different types of feature engineering techniques you basically apply. So sometimes when you're doing all those things, your code looks messier. So in order to write a proper code, a cleaner code, this pipelines can be very, very handy. So let me just show you how you can actually do it. Now in this particular video, I'm basically going to use the load iris dataset. So iris dataset I'm going to use. So I've imported sklearn.datasets. Then I've imported model selection for the train test split. I've also imported standard scaler so that for this particular data set, I'm going to scale it down since I'm going to use various algorithms like logistic regression, decision tree classifier, and random forest classifier, right? And this is a classification problem. And after applying standard scaling, I'm also going to do a principal component analysis. That basically means I'm going to reduce the dimensions of the features from 4 to 2, and I'm going to use the PCA, basically the principal component analysis algorithm to do it. And the pipeline, how we can actually create the pipeline is through this particular library, which is from sklearn. So I'm going to import from sklearn.pipeline, import pipeline itself. And then I'm going to import these 3 algorithms because I'm going to test this particular type pipeline in these 3 algorithms. And whichever gets the best accuracy, I'm going to actually take that. So first of all, after importing it, all I have to do is that I have to load the iris dataset. And this is how my data looks like. Okay, so I'll just write load underscore iris since I've already imported the library over here. In the next line, I'm going to see the data. And if I write iris underscore df dot target, I'm going to get the target. So basically it says that which classifier, which kind of flower it actually belongs to. Then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do a train test split on the iris data frame dot data. The test size that I'm going to take is 30%, and I've just initialized some random state as 0. So here I'm going to get my xtrain, xtest, ytrain, and ytest. Now, during the pipeline creation, what all I'm going to do? First of all, I'm going to scale down the data by using standard scaling technique, which actually scales down based on your standard normal distribution where your mean is 0 and standard deviation is 1. Then I'm going to reduce the dimensions by using the principal component analysis. Then I'm going to apply the classify algorithm, that is logistic regression, decision tree classifier, and many more. So let's go ahead. So here it is. Now, in order to create the pipelines, you need to focus on this. First of all, I'm going to use this pipeline or class itself to create an object. Now, inside this, I'm going to give a list of tuples. I'm going to give a list of tuples, and in this tuple, it will be having 2 values. One is the type of operation that I'm doing. Okay, so over here I've just written as scalar1. That basically means I'm going to do a standard scaling technique. Then I'm going to do a PCA, that is principal component analysis technique. So I've named it as PCA1. So you can see that this is one of my tuple. Okay, and then after covering this particular tuple, the next tuple will, after doing the standard scaling, I'm going to reduce the number of dimension into 2 components. That is n underscore components is equal to 2 that I've given. And finally, I'll be doing the classification technique. And for that, I've created my another pipeline, another tuple over here, which is LR classifier, which basically indicates that it is a logistic regression. And here I've initialized as logistic regression with random state is equal to 0. Now notice one more thing, guys, how cleaner the code looks like. Because if you want to implement it separately, you need to import this library, create an object, do fit and transform. And similarly in PCA, you have to do fit and transform. And note one more thing over here. In pipeline, the first initial steps is all about data pre-processing, all the type of pre-processing that you want to do. And the last tuple is basically the classification algorithm. In the last step, only the fit method will apply. Whereas in the case of first two, fit and transform will get applied. Okay. So I've created this pipeline for logistic regression. Similarly, I'm going to create this pipeline for decision tree classifier, and all the steps are same. And remember, guys, these objects are different when compared to both the objects are different. Okay, so it will be working independently. And similarly, the third pipeline that I've created is for random forest, where I've initialized the random forest classifier algorithm, and all the steps are same with standard scalar and reducing the dimension with the help of PC, and finally random forest classifier. Now, all this particular pipeline, I'm going to take it in a list because I'll just run a for loop and try to run this particular pipeline, and whichever runs best for the training and the test data set, which gives us a better accuracy, I'm going to pick up that. So here is my pipelines, list of pipelines that I've created over here. Then I've initialized three variables. One is best accuracy. So here I'm going to give the best accuracy from three pipelines, three algorithms which is performing best. I'm going to store it in this particular variable. Then I am going to have best underscore classifier. So this is going to have the index which I'm going to create it right now in this below code. And then I'm going to select the best pipeline. Now just see this, how these things happen. So here is my, so if I go and see this particular code, okay, so here I have created my dictionary, which indicates that the 0 key is basically given to the logistic regression, which is my first pipeline. 1 is basically given to the decision tree, and 2 is basically given to the random forest. Okay, and then I want to fit the pipeline. So what I'll do, since I have the list of pipelines, all I'll do is that for pipe in pipelines, I'm going to just say pipe.fit x underscore train, y underscore train. Now, as soon as I write this, what will happen is that the first two estimators that you see over here, it is going to do fit and transform. And after that, for the final classifier algorithm, it is basically going to do the fit. Okay, so I'm going to do this particular fit over here. So once I do this fit, now what will happen after I do the fit? That is what we need to focus over here. Now, after doing the fit, again, I have all the things in this pipeline where I have all the list of pipelines. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to iterate through this. For I comma model in enumerate pipelines. So this is a list of pipelines that I have. Okay, I will basically give me the index, and model variable will actually give me what kind of pipeline I'm applying, whether it is a decision tree algorithm or a logistic regression. So for the logistic, since it was present in the first index of the list, this I value will be going to become 0, and the model will basically become the logistic regression, right? So logistic regression pipeline. Then what I'm doing is that I'm just saying to print the test accuracy. Now to print the text accuracy, how I'm actually defining it, I'm just saying that this bracket, which is my empty bracket, which I'm going to replace it with my algorithm, which I'm actually using. Now this algorithm will basically display from the pipe dictionary. Okay, so pipe underscore dictionary, if you remember, I created over here, right? So 0, in the first 0 index, it will get replaced by logistic regression. How it is getting replaced? I am actually writing, you can see over here, pipe underscore dictionary of 0, right? In the first loop, this 0 will get replaced by logistic regression. And then all I have to do is that whatever model I'm getting, I just have to write model.score on X test and Y test. Okay, pretty much simple. So I'm actually printing it like this. So in the first loop, I get logistic regression test accuracy is equal to, and when I see this model score, I'm getting somewhere around 86%. When I write decision tree test accuracy, it is coming around 91%. And random forest test accuracy is also coming around 91%. Now, pretty much amazing. You can see that how clean this particular code is. And with the help of this, I've just written a small pipeline. So now already I've already done the fit. And here I'm just trying to compute the score. Now, after this, if I want to find out which is the best accuracy, by just seeing this, you can find out, okay, decision tree is having the best accuracy, or random forest is the best accuracy. But understand, we have just displayed till here. There are some more numbers over here in the right hand side, which we cannot see because by default only this many variables will get displayed, this many numbers will get displayed. Now if I want to find out the best score also, what I can do, I've again enumerating through pipelines. I say model.score of X test and Y scale is greater than best accuracy. Initially the best accuracy is initialized to 0. Okay, if it is greater than 0, okay, then I have written model.score X test of Y test in best accuracy. So in the first case, in logistic regression, 0.86 has got stored over here. Then I select the best pipeline. Best pipeline is basically having this model value. Remember, this model is nothing but whatever model that we have over there. And then best underscore classifies, basically I'm putting the index number over here. So finally, I print it, classify with the best accuracy. I will be getting from that particular best classifier, whatever index I have, I am just displaying that particular algorithm. Pretty much simple, So after doing this, you'll be able to see that, 0.866, then it goes to the second score. The second score is greater than 0.866. So I'm going to select decision tree over here. But when it comes to the random forest, it is not greater than 0.9111. So it is almost equal. It is same. Okay. So because of that, it did not get replaced by the random forest test accuracy. So here I can see that the decision tree is basically having the best accuracy. Now, pretty much amazing, right? Because we have just written a small pipeline, like this. And we are able to quickly compare 3 to 4 algorithms. You can do it for 4 to 5 algorithms with all the scaling techniques, with all the feature engineering techniques that you want to do. Even you can also do the replacement technique, that is present in scikit-learn with the mean, median, and all, whatever pipeline you can actually put. You can put it over here and you can do it step by step. Pretty much amazing. And this is the most important thing. You try to use this pipeline. It is very, very handy. It helps you to write a very clean code, and it also helps you to do it very, very nicely. So here it is. Here is the final accuracy that I get. And yes, for this particular problem, decision tree and random forest is working really well. I can also check it for XGBoost. I can check it for KN nearest neighbor and many more. Just try it out by yourself and you'll be able to see that. So yes, this was all about this particular video. I hope you like it. I hope you understood how to create pipelines using scikit-learn. So I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day ahead. Thank you one and all.